Hey guys, welcome to United. Welcome to another video, and today is time to talk about Lionel Messi. I think that most of you probably have heard by now the reports coming from El Diario El Pais, a very well-known source in Spain, and it basically says that Lionel Messi has a clause in his contract which makes it out that he could leave Barcelona at the end of the current season. So meaning that he could depart Barcelona in the summer of 2020. I wanted to wait to make this video until Bartomeu spoke, because he was gonna, talk about some things, and I assumed that this was gonna be part of the discussion. And well, it left me kind of relieved and worried at the same time. Because apparently the clause in the contract is that Messi, at the end of the season, many reports say that it's around May, that if he has to make a decision by May, that he could, be here, like he's going to be staying or leaving Barcelona in May, and that's his last chance to tell the club that he's leaving. And the words from Bartomeu were something along the lines of like, we know that Messi's contract is a very similar contract to the one that Puyol, Xavi, Iniesta had in their last contract of their career, but we feel that Messi is very culé, very blaugrana, and that he loves Barcelona. He's committed to the club and will not be leaving, and he expects him to be here a lot more years beyond 2021, which is the end of his current deal. It is. I believe that. I truly believe that. I believe that if nothing weird happens, it would have to be something very weird to me that Messi decides to leave Barcelona. I completely accept that, and I think that there's not that much to worry about. But the problem is that it's not a problem about what Bartomeu said in about that, which I believe is true. I completely agree with him. I think that I expect Messi to stay, but the problem is that the clause in his contract allows him to leave to any club in the world. He could even go to Real Madrid if he's so pleased. And although, I have the feeling that these clauses just to go to Newell Old Boys in Argentina. Messi has always said that he would like to retire there and play his last couple of years when he doesn't feel capable of playing at the highest level with Barcelona. And hey, I can respect that. He'll be leaving at a free, which is kind of a shame, because we're getting no monetary value from this deal. But, we're talking about a special case. We're talking about Lionel Messi. He's an entity at Barcelona. He's someone that, if I was honest with you, I would like to see him retire at Barcelona. Like the more that we can see from Lionel Messi with those colors, it would be great. But what tells me that Messi at any point in this season, we don't do anything. Like, we don't win Cup, we don't win La Liga, we don't play Copa del Rey, and we don't win the Champions League. Messi, I'm pretty sure that he's realized the same thing that many of us are realizing, and is that he's basically been throwing away his last couple of years at Barcelona. And it's true. Like, when you think about it, Messi's last couple of years at Barcelona should be winning as many Champions Leagues, and more than Champions Leagues, winning as many Ballon d'Ors as he could. And the truth is that at the moment currently recording, he's tied with Cristiano Ronaldo for the most Ballon d'Ors in history, and it's just not normal. Like, if he could have gone to another team, he could have more success, because unfortunately, if you win the Champions League, you are a Ballon d'Or winner. I swear, if I see Virgil van Dijk lifting the Ballon d'Or, I'm gonna lose my mind. But yeah, it's kind of worrying in that sense, because yes, if everything goes well, we are playing well, he'll be like, well, we tried. It's not a lack of effort, but when you see that we're doing things wrongly, that basically Valverde has no say in transfers, that the board are doing things in a way that I don't agree with, that I don't support, well, you can start looking at Messi and tell him, well, if you decided to leave, I couldn't say anything to you because you've given so much to Barcelona. And honestly, I don't want it to happen, but if Lionel Messi was to leave to Manchester City, for example, if Pep Guardiola was to call Messi in around, April and tell Messi, hey, do you wanna? We have a great project here, and you could spend your last couple of years at the highest level with us and try to challenge for all trophies that you could. And if that was to happen, honestly, I would be like, I'm never gonna be saying, Messi, you can go to Manchester City, but we have to understand that with the project that City is doing, that could be having the difference of them not winning all trophies without Messi is very small. Like, they don't win the Champions League by little margins. Like, little margins in the last couple of years is what knocked them out of the Champions League. And having Messi could shorten that just a little margins that they have to fix. And you couldn't recriminalize Messi for trying to, be the best competitor that he can be. Because if one thing we've known of Messi is that he is a super competitor. He wants to be at the highest top level all the time. And if we are not going to allow that, then Messi, go and do as you see fit. I believe that that's not going to happen. Messi will be staying at Barcelona for a few more years. I believe that he'll be staying in Barcelona at least until the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. He probably wants to be at the highest level to compete once more for the World Cup, and then if he can't do that, he will be retiring or going to Newell. I don't know, but it would be a shame to see this legendary player, this icon of the game, this icon of Barcelona, leave us eventually, because it seems like yesterday for me that Lionel Messi was at Barcelona, that he debuted with Barcelona against Porto, that he scored his first goals against Albacete, that he scored a Getafe goal, that he was winning Champions League trophies with us, that all those great moments from Lionel Messi. And his career, it's in the final stretch. His career, although he's still the best player in the world, his career will come to an end. And facing that it's very weird as a Barcelona fan. Other things that I wanted to touch upon before ending the video is the rest of the things that caught my opinion about Bartomeu's talking Barça TV today. And he talked a lot about Neymar. And he said that there will be no Neymar deal in January. That's good. I think that's positive. And if you're gonna go for Neymar, at least do it in the summer transfer. Don't bring him under the on the run. Like, it's not a great idea. He says that there hasn't been that many players offered to PSG as the ones have been reported. And I hope that's true. I really hope that is true. It seemed very strange that you're basically giving away half the squad to try to sign Neymar, because I saw these rumors of players that could go to PSG. I heard names of Semedo, Dembele, Umtiti, Todibo. I heard also names of Arthur, of Rakitic, of Coutinho. You were offering a big part of the squad to sign Neymar, and I hope that is not true. For example, we saw how Arthur scored his first goal for Barcelona in an official match, and he doesn't celebrate it. He doesn't celebrate, and that just comes after the day before that reports say that Arthur could be included in the deal for Barcelona, and that just seems like it's something that has to be addressed, like to leave players, comfortable that they are in the plans of the club. Arthur, for me, is just being taken a little bit care of. Like, he, for me, hasn't played that many games yet just because he was recovering from the Copa America. And I hope that when he comes back, he will be playing against Valencia as a starter, and I believe that he deserves it. And one of the last points that I wanted to touch about is that Bartomeu said that players are not involved in transfers. That Messi did not ask for Neymar, Piqué did not ask for Neymar, that the dressing room did not ask for the signing of the Brazilian. And that is something that just weirds me out. It weirds me out because, you know what, I want to believe Bartomeu's words. I really do. I wish that this was true, but I'm not saying this is a lie, it's a complete fat lie, but it's not the complete truth. Because you know what? I don't believe you that for a marketing opportunity, first of all, because it is not a marketing opportunity when you have already that many world-class forwards as you do, and you don't have the money to do so. Like Eriksen at the end of the season, it's a market opportunity because he will be joining a free. Neymar at 170 million to 300 million euros is not a market opportunity. It's the price of the player. And I don't believe that even Bartomeu, with his signing Brazilian players and weird things that this board has been doing for a couple of years, that I don't believe that players did not ask for Neymar. I just cannot believe these, because you're basically saying that the players are not involved in transfers, yet the one player that's been rumored the whole summer, the longest saga of the summer, is the player that you're gonna go against him in court in a few months' time. I believe it's November, maybe October or December, one of those. That Neymar, it's going against Barcelona for 20 million euros that he's demanded for compensation of I don't know what for. I'm not gonna touch upon that because I'm not sure who has the right on that. But the player has sued you. You're going to court against him, and you still want to sign him, and you want to tell me that that's not one of the signings of the players, when Piqué has been he gave instantaneous Neymar to decide to make it public that he's coming to Barcelona, or Messi and Suarez giving those clues that, hey, we have a WhatsApp group with Neymar, we would like to, Neymar's a great player, we would like to join him, we always want the best of the best here. Arthur saying that the dressing room will love Neymar to be here. Clement Lenglet a few days saying that he's glad that the saga of Neymar finally ended because it was affecting a lot of the dressing room. And you're telling me that the dressing room is not involved in the signing of Neymar. If anything, this is something I wish Bartomeu would have said, because something that it puts me very uncomfortable right now, and also allows me to believe, what else haven't you not tell the complete truth about? Because this is obviously not true. What else can I believe from your words? How do I know that Messi will not be leaving at the end of the season? How do I know that we're not going for Neymar in January? It's just a lot of things that are concerning for Barcelona, and that it has to be examined, it has to be looked upon, and we'll see what's happening in this season. But things seem to be unclear, and the path to glory for this season, it's going to be marked upon decisions from the board, the players, the manager, and see what's going to happen. With all said and done, leave me all your opinions about Messi. Do you think that he's going to be staying at Barca? Do you think that he's going to be leaving? Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, Blaugranas.